Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. We are right where we left off last time. We are lost currently in the Palladium Reef and we are looking for a giant clam. We have a dram of neutron flux in our inventory, which means we are looking for the other pearl. So, let's keep moving. We did take out our very first galgal last episode, which felt great. What's upstairs? Did we come from this direction? We are genuinely lost here, so that's fine by me. One of my favorite things in CUD is kind of getting lost underground and having to find my way back. It's always a fun little challenge. We're looking for giant clam daddy today. And we're looking for 3 friggin' herberies. Honestly, we have way too many herberies. Splash, splash, splash. There's a lot of splashing happening right now. Good heavens. I don't know why I keep saying that when I'm playing CUD now. Good heavens. Alright, let's go this way. Why not? Give me clam or give me death. But preferably clam. Okay, we clearly can't approach from this angle. Let's head east. How do you guys remember the directions, the cardinal directions? Like, do you remember like a mnemonic or... Because I always say never eat shredded wheat. That's how I remember. That's what's kind of taught to you as a child in the UK. Never eat shredded wheat. Let's wait for this bleed to end. What the hell's my... There we go. Mashing the wrong key. What do you have? A blood gradient hand vacuum. Somebody's got Sundermined. Probably that guy. Also, last time we leveled up, we're about to level up again. And we also rapidly advanced our horn for the 4th time? We just gained +1 to each of our attributes as well, which is incredible. Look at our strength. +16, looking good. Spiral horn there, we just got 1 extra AV. And I'm saving up for a new mutation. You know what, why don't we just take swimming since we're down... in fact, no. Yeah, no, we'll take swimming, which I've literally never bought, ever. And I also want calloused for 1 extra AV, taking us to 25. We're getting there. If you see a clam, say a clam. I don't remember what direction we came from. Oh my god, friggin' dread roots. Okay, so we got a bunch of nothing down here. Lots of Gershlings. We're getting some good blocks. We're getting some good, Our horn is starting to go crazy, honestly. Especially against tougher enemies. We're getting like a 300, 400 hits sometimes. Okay, let's wait for the bleed to end. Come on. There we go. So one thing I would like, we are saving up obviously for a new physical mutation. I would love regen. I would also settle for photosynthetic skin, but I mostly would like regen because it means we can start going real deep underground without having to worry about getting horrifically mutated by gamma moths. Okay. Still no clams, man. Making me sad. Clamless in Seattle. Okay, so you have a high voltage arc winder, so you must perish, I'm afraid. Okay, so we have... Ooh, a Visage. That's actually really good. I like Visage a lot. Let's grab that. Oh, it's just a regular arc winder. Okay, I'm not interested in that. I need it to be high voltage. Let me just double check that we only have the one. Yeah, just the one at the moment. I'm going to dual wield them and go crazy with it. I don't know if we can... If we equip Visage, we have to unequip this. But it will be worth it. Let's remove this. I think Visage goes on your face and not your head, right? Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Do need to use that arm slot, unfortunately, but it will give us some really good data on pretty much everything. Robots, the environment, and organic enemies. Oh, I thought that was a clam, it's just a crab. I mean, they're both... Wait, no, a clam is a mollusk, right? Not a crustacean. Is that right? Is a clam a mollusk? I feel like it should be. It's a kind of gross creature with a slimy... It's definitely a mollusk. Alright, let's have a look this way. We're still lost, so that's good. We're also coated in plasma, which is less good. Here we go, we are fine. Again, just watch out for galgals. Why? Why would you do that? You could have survived, but you had to attack me. Oh, somebody's got freezing juice. Okay, we're being shot by a bunch of Eigen turrets down here. Luckily, we're too strong to care. There we go. Alright. What are we picking up? What did we just pick up? Mechanical wings. Yeah, that'll do it. We are carrying way too much stuff. I think some of it might be food that needs to be prepared. But I think it's mostly just garbage that we've picked up. Right, so if we can't find a clam here, let's jump down. See if there's one beneath us. Well, well, well. Trying to suck me, huh? Okay, somebody's got burgeoning. I'm too cool to get confused. So take that. Let's just let whatever the hell's happening over here play out. Come on. Clam, clam, clam. What was that? Oh, okay. What do you have? Do you have a high voltage arc winder? No, you've got a cycle flesh gun. Pretty cool weapon, but not what we're looking for. Alright, no clam. We keep going down. We're good, we're good, we're good. These collider slugs also give some decent XP. Might be worth killing them. They also drop rainbow weave? Right, yeah, rainbow weave gear. Let's just make sure we stay fully healed, because you never know if there's a galgal lurking around the corner. Waiting to ambush us. Still no clam, that's crazy. We're the clamless man. Okay. Ah, that's exactly what we don't want to happen, ever. Like, ever. In fact, this could be the end here if we're not smart about this. We need to charge this guy right now. Okay, there we go. That is the one thing that we don't want to have to deal with those Svardim Elds, is Sundermind. Because they will hit us hard, because we don't have a particularly good mental armor. Okay. And that's a galgal. Crap. Yes, yes, yes. As long as we can get the stuns, we've also cut something off. What did we cut off? It's missing its inner mid-eye, its mid-wheel, and its outer mid-eye. Hopefully that means that it doesn't move as quickly. Because now I'm going to punish it. We've lost sight of it, somehow. Okay. And that is why I hate galgals. We are about to die. Even though it's missing its wheel, it still stun locks you, so... Well, we have a couple options here. First and foremost, we need to move and let it go to the new map. And then I need to just chug herberies and hope for the best. Oh, you see why I fear them? And this is a galgal that's been bashed up. That's close to death. And it can still do that to you. Okay, so it charged off the map. Oh my god. Did you see how... I don't know what our health got down to there. But as you can see, it knocks you prone. And then it basically stun locks you. Oh. I genuinely thought we had died there. Maybe that's a... Maybe that's the game telling me, like, hey, you know... Probably don't get too hung up on getting this other pearl thing. But I want it. I really do want it. Another bit of Resha floor, that's crazy. Yeah, you know, maybe we just cut our losses and try and leave this place. So that galgal has we took out a bunch of its eyes, we cut off one of its legs, but it still was fast enough. If you have decent quickness... What did you just pick up? Water, okay. If you have decent quickness, they're not really a problem. Stop auto-collecting, please. Drop this. And... drop this. Okay. I'm gonna explore one more map and then we're gonna call this whole other pearl thing done for now. Thank you. Right. I really thought I was being crafty there by taking out that dismembering the galgal. Turns out no. Okay. Wouldn't mind some more sun slag, honestly. Anything to get a slight advantage against those guys, you know? I know I said one more, but let's just go one more. Oh, come on, game. Don't do me like this. So we're going to have to start finding our way up. We can recoil. Nice burgeon. Honestly. But not nice enough. Get the hell out of here. Alright, the collider slugs are no longer my friends. There you go, we get 400 XP for killing those. Just a single clam. That's all we want. I'm actually thinking now, if we do fight galgals, now that we can swim, it may be beneficial for us to fight them in the water. Where I assume they'll have a debuff. One thing's for sure, we definitely need to pay a visit back at the stilt, because we have, I think, 2 pieces of Reshef lore. We don't really have any books per se, but we do have some lore, which is crazy to me. Okay, you have an Arcwinder. What kind? It's a jacked regular Arcwinder. Okay, I mean, it's a good bit of loot, but... And we could, of course, speak to that guy if we want to find out where we are. I think I want to try and leave organically. That is to say, be very foolish. And potentially run into more galgals. Nah, we're fine. Alright, let's keep moving up. Make our way back to the surface if we can. Everything else in the game we pretty much melt through, you know? Oh, that's a rocket turret. Please stop bleeding. Fine, I'll use a bandage. For once in my life. Alright. Jesus. Please stop picking things up, my friend. "24 fidget cells. All get dismembered." Okay. Ave Maria. Do you see it? Do you see it, chat? This is me pogging right now. My mouth is open as wide as a clam. I can't believe my luck. Please stop making me bleed. Here we go. So we are lost. We have neutron flux. Let's see if this works. You hear a sloop, and the world around you warps and shifts violently. 1 dram of neutron flux evaporates from your inventory. In the midst of your disorientation, you find a passageway to another dimension. Wow. Welcome to Clam Town. Clam Town. Welcome to Clam Town. Alright. Welcome to Clam Town. Also known as up here. And here we are. This is Olam. This is my good friend. Admired by crabs. I mean, obviously I'm gonna... This is a one-of-a-kind... Oh, we didn't bring warm static, of course. Anyway, let's see what you've got. So here's the other pearl. It costs a cool 35 grand. You also have a bunch of extra dimensional gear. This gives +1 ego. This has +1 agility. +1 mental armor. +1 ego. This doesn't have anything attached to it. Nor does that. You have a phase cannon. Bing bong, Mr. Phase. So I was gonna go for dual wielded high voltage arc winders, but honestly, having a phase cannon, this is like the best heavy weapon in the game. It eats through charge like you wouldn't believe, but goddamn, is it worth it? Okay, so well, first thing, let's try and buy the other pearl and pray that we have enough money. I think we'll be fine. One thing we may want to do before we do this trade is unequip this and equip our face here. It's still 35 grand. Okay, it wasn't really worth it. Okay. And now we do everything we can to buy the other pearl. So I'm going to get rid of everything that isn't useful to me. Basically anything that isn't a nuclear cell or an antimatter cell. We also have our tacos. If we can keep our tacos, let's hold on to them. We'll sell that axe that we're not using any longer. We still need the chrome key. I don't think we need the security card, but I always forget, so I'm just going to keep it on me. Alright, so here's all of the stuff. Oh, I'm worried we won't have enough, actually, if I'm being honest. I mean, we're doing pretty well so far. I still have the arc winder that I can sell, the high voltage one. I guess we could sell it. There's going to be plenty more arc winders in our future. Get rid of the portable wall and the tattoo gun for now. Of course, we have all of our trade goods. Yeah, let's chuck the arc winder in there. I mean, it's worth $1,000. We just need 7 more grand and we're there. Oof. It's gonna be tight. Yes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. We may have to forego the phase cannon. And even then, we're still like $2,000 shy of what we need. Well, first thing we can do is we can repair this overloaded laser pistol. And probably sell the visage as well. Let's find this broken... Here it is. That has been repaired. We'll definitely be able to scrounge up enough. It's just a case of like maybe having to tinker some things. Right, let's try that again. Take my visage. Honestly, take my books. and even take some of my antimatter cells if need be. But for now, let's see if we can make that up. We've also got the tacos. I was kind of hoping to hold on to them, just because they weigh nothing, but I think we'll be fine here. Okay, so let's go through all of these again. Let me mash my keys here. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bong bong, bing bong, bong bong, bong bong, bong bong, bing. Oh. I got lost in the mash. Okay. That's 30k. Yeet the electrified pickaxe also. And all of our trade goods. Alright, yeah, we're fine. We can just sell the tacos. We've also got a lot of herbaries as well if we need to get rid of them. But with all of the tacos, that takes us to 37k, which I think means that we could possibly buy the phase cannon as well. Yeah. We have just about enough. Boys and girls. Wow, we literally have like just about enough to buy this. We actually got so lucky. We now have the other pearl and a phase cannon. There we go. So just for comparison, this chain laser, pretty good. It's got phase harmonic, 1d12, 9 penetration. But this, 16 pen, 4d12. Like I said, it chews through charge, but if we put a like a radio powered antimatter cell in there, it will help a little bit. We can also tinker it. We can take apart some of our antimatter cells and make it scoped, masterwork. Good stuff. But most importantly, we have this bad boy. Let me show you it before I equip it. Okay. All color nacre is hardened into an ontologically perfect shape. The mathematics of spheres are mere approximations. Inside, ribboned patterns of aether are frozen in stasis and cohere as a moonlit vista. A scene somehow tethered to the space-time point whence you observed it. The meaning of this pairing is unknown and unknowable. This gives us 2 mental armor, huge. It gives us glimmer, which we haven't had to deal with. Objects I find are 5 times more likely to come from other dimensions. And I can also recall the story here. If you want to read this, feel free to pause it. I'm not going to read it right now. But we are going to equip this, and we can clone this. We can equip multiple of them. And the reason you might want to do that is not only for the mental armor, but for the glimmer. So having glimmer makes you visible to other psychic characters, and it basically means that you're going to start getting invaded, which is really fun. The higher the glimmer, the more powerful the invasions. So with 40 glimmer, it's not really anything to worry about, but yeah, here we go. Let's put this on one of our arms. Here you go. You are being watched. It's a familiar feeling when someone has watched you in the past, when it's light that's betrayed your presence. You made a friend of the darkness. You pulled your hat brim low over your eyes. You stepped behind the cover of a thatched wall. But those who watch you now watch in spite of such simple obstructions. Their sight isn't mediated by the rays of gleaming star or torch, but by something much older. If there are ways to conceal yourself from these seeing eyes, if there are new kinds of darknesses to befriend, you know nothing of them. There you go. What you understood to be the psychic sea was only a pond. There are other watchers now, countless in number, beyond the gulf of materiality. Points of light glimmer in all directions. But what are directions on a space that cannot be ordered? All you know now is of an ether vaster than the very mathematics that describe it. and you are not, nor will ever again be alone. Ooh, spooky. Cool, so we now have the other pearl, and you can see here we have Psychic Glimmer. And this is what it does. So we're only being pursued by Harriers, which are really nothing, especially at this point in the game. But there you go, we did it. We did all of that just for the other pearl. Pretty crazy. There's also this guy here. He's always here. And something cool is you just walk into a clam here and boom, you're home. Also, is that a legendary? No, it's a friend of fungi. Okay, probably good time for us to recoil here. Last thing I want is for us to get yeeted. But I am very excited. So we went out there with all of that gear, and we pretty much had to spend every single dram of water to get this pearl. But we did it. We friggin' did it. And now we will look for polygel. Taco there. Gonna have to pick up some more trade goods, but this is good. This gives us a reason now to go out and start collecting more items to bring back to sell. A bunch of herbaries, wine. Okay, not really getting anything particularly interesting here, it looks like. There we go, that's what we want. So we got one polygel and another high voltage arc winder, but we're not going to be doing the dual wielding, it seems. 2 polygels, okay. So we just need 1200. Which should not be a problem for us. Let's grab what remains of all of the... You know, we can get rid of these implants for sure. We can honestly probably make the money just from selling these energy cells. Let's see. Can we make 1200 for 2 polygel? I don't think we're going to clone the other pearl. I think we're actually going to clone the Eater's Nectar Injector, as usual. Because it's just more valuable having those stats right now. At least in my opinion. Oh yeah, we have like an obscene amount of money in chem cells. Alright. And then we will hold... You know what, I'm going to keep the rest of those chem cells on me, because I think... Let's take a quick trip over to our boy Six Shrew. First, let's use the polygel on this thing. We could also clone our new Zetachrome axe if we wanted. That would also be a somewhat valid target, but I think the ability to just farm as many mutation points is just too good to pass up. 2 more mutation points. We can now buy a new mutation. And 2 points of toughness, which is incredible, honestly. Look at that. Toughness is looking real good. Let's buy something new. Here we go. Okay. Interesting. I think I already know what I'm going to get here, but let's look through them regardless. We have 2-headed. Obviously gives you an additional head. Prevents you from being one-shot by being unfortunately decapitated. Means you get to wear another mask. And means we actually can wear a hat, because we have horn, which means we normally can't wear hats. But this will give us the opportunity to actually wear a hat. We then have adrenal control with a new body part. Adrenal control, I actually quite like it. Gives you 10 quickness, and everything else gains a +1 rank depending on the level. The higher this is, the more rank you gain. Can be really good if you're using things like Freezing Ray a lot. or like psychometry, or one thing that's really good with is photosynthetic skin. You pop this, you use photosynthetic skin, you get extra quickness from it. And then phasing. Phasing allows you to walk through walls. Duh. I'm not really a big fan of phasing. You can get to the point where you can become perma-phased, which is quite an interesting thing to go after if you want a kind of wacky build. We're going to go two-headed. This is by far the best thing on this list for us. There you go, we now have 2 heads. There's not really going to be much reason to upgrade this for us. If we were playing an Esper, there absolutely would be. The good thing about this is even at level 1, you have 50% chance to shake off negative mental status effects, which is massive. But best of all, it means we can now equip 2 faces, like this, and it means that we can actually equip a helmet. So let's just double check here that we have no I know there was no Zetachrome helmets, but I'll take a flawless Crysteel helmet for sure. Like this. This is the first helmet we've been able to wear this entire game, which is pretty cracked. So let's just put that on for the time being. Boom. And of course, we'll keep our eyes peeled for any additional like faces. I don't think we have a face in here. We do have... No, we don't have any. Okay, I thought we had something that we could equip. Oh no, we do. We have Slog's Feelers. These give +2, +1 ego. There we go. So we're now equipping two people's faces. I'm actually curious. If I unequip this... No, we still get 2 AV out of this. Yeah, okay. Cool. So a couple things I want to do then. Since we're pretty successful so far, we managed to actually grab the other pearl and survive a pretty nasty encounter. We're going to grab all of our books. We definitely want to pay a visit back at the stilt, because we do have... Let's take a bunch of gear with us just in case. Not the jerkins. We do have Reshef Lore to trade in. We're going to go via Ezra. And we do still have that location that we picked up last time that is has a whole bunch of gems on the floor that we can go back for. We will grab all of these bits here. These are really good, really useful. That's 300. It's fine. We can get rid of some more. We're carrying too much anyway. There we go. So what we could maybe have a look at is if we can tinker this phase cannon. I want to go definitely masterwork. Would love to get morphogenetic, but for now we could maybe go scoped. But I think we're going to hold because I want to get Nanan eventually. I will explain Nanan if we ever get it. There's no point me explaining it right now. I don't want to confuse people, but we do need Tinker 3 for that, so we do need 29 intelligence. We're honestly not that far off of it, and we might get it if we can clone any more of those legendary Eater's Nectar injectors. So let's now jump back to Ezra. Let's put fresh Camsal in there. Let's go speak with Six Shrews. Just in case they have any polygel or anything like that. Hypertractor. Okay, no polygel. Do have Ubernostrum though, we will buy that. And I think really what we need to start doing now is focusing on building the golem, which is kind of the next part of the main quest. We're going to start that properly in earnest next episode. For now, We're just gonna see what we can grab, you know. Okay, so we are done here. Let's we're gonna go to the stilt. We're gonna jump there from Joppa, probably. It's probably the best way to do it. We'll also check on Archive whilst we're here. Radio powered, great. We already have it. Willow is also kind of nice. But we don't really have to worry about weight. We have high strength. So let's go. Alright, here we are. So first and foremost, I think we have something to tell this guy. See how much XP we get here. 55k. Not friggin' bad. We're already halfway to level 38. Now, we're not going to get a level up for these books, but it's worth handing them in regardless. Okay. So I guess we're holding on to our mutation points again, maybe. Since this has been rapidly advanced to level 21, and these are all capped. I guess we could take customs and folklore. Why not? We're not really going to have to worry about skill points any longer. We may as well check everybody since we're here, just to see if there's anything we may like. I'm mostly interested in neutron flux at the moment, because we're going to need it for the golem. Primordial soup, we can get that for free, we don't need to buy that. Okay, nothing here. Checking the chefs for drops of nectar as well. Keep moving. Counterweighted, six-fingered, we already have those. Like the bookbinders. I actually forgot that we had bookbinders on this playthrough. We're mostly here just for the chefs though. Okay, nothing there. Let's keep moving. Grenadier, schematic. We have a schematics drafter here. Sturdy. Yeah, nothing we want there. Come on, Kipper, don't let me down. What we could have, and we still can, we could start buying out all the recipe books if we want to go crazy and learn a bunch of recipes. Okay, so nothing here unfortunately for us. That's fine. Why did we mark this? Oh, this is where there's a beetle here. Okay, makes sense. Sure. Oh, I'm really happy that we picked up the other pearl. That's a good achievement, by the way. If you're going after Caves of Cud 100%, it's not the easiest one to get, especially if you're relatively new to the game. So glad that we got that on camera. We've got it on stream a few times as well. Probably nothing worth grabbing here. I do kind of just want to go exploring. Back in either the reef or the deep jungle. We can start kind of dipping our toes into the Moonstair as well. The Moonstair being kind of, I think, the intended true late game area. But it's surprisingly... It's both frustrating and chill to be in the Moonstair. You know what I mean if you've been there. I mean, look at us go at this point. We just do not care about any of this stuff. There we go. Was that so hard? Come on, let me leave. We'll just jump back to the freehold. Again, you know, I'm sorry there's so much trading and stuff, but like I've said many times, this is kind of what the late game becomes. In a lot of ways, you just need to keep your eye out for all of that juicy end game gear, you know. I think what I might do off camera this time is just buy out all of the trade goods. By using all of the chem cells that we have. Okay. We'll take the 2 number 8s. Those are always something that you want to buy. And again, we are so rich now that we can just trade with chem cells, which is always a really fun position to be in. Okay, no polygel, no cloning draft. No, none. Okay. Well, that is a-okay, because we are still sitting pretty right now. So I think we'll probably end here. I think we can probably afford to put... We don't need this much stuff on us. We can probably put this plaster for stuff away. But yeah, off camera, I'm just going to try and sell everything I can in here and get trade goods instead. And I will see you guys next time. If you enjoy Caves of Cud content, please remember to leave a like. Helps me out a ton. And I will see you guys soon. Take it easy.